Hello and welcome back to Extra Astrology, my favorite extra astrologist. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a beautiful and blessed day. Today, for you guys, I have something that, is a cute, nice little peep into your future. And this could even be connected to one person or multiple people that you have a relationship with in the future. So let's just dive into it. This is a your love story. Pick a card. And yeah. Also, guys, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That is the main thing. We are so close to 300 subscribers. 30 subscribers away to 300 subscribers, which to me is a huge feat considering all of this really came from nothing. So, any, sign of growth is just awesome when you're a smaller YouTuber or you have a smaller brand or business. But yeah, guys, so this is it. We have group one and we have group two. An ode to purple, eh? All right, guys, we're just going to get right into it. We have the Ten of Cups, Temperance, we have a transition in reverse, Rest, Emergence, and this last card, guys, I'm just going to read to you towards the end of the reading just so we can see how it all ties things together, okay? But, oh, right, all right. So, group one, what I'm picking up strongly with you guys is that when you're about to have your love story, you're about to meet your person, this is going to be a time when you are totally comfortable and when you have enough of everything. So I'm just picking up a bunch on abundance. I'm picking up a bunch on you just being comfortable in your space. And also, I'm just hearing maybe right prior to you meeting the person that, is your big love story, is your main person, and I hate to use soulmate, guys, because I'm not really a psychic or a person who really believes in soulmates, but this would be the person who basically is the love of your life, right? And I'm hearing right before you meet this person, a lot of you could actually have gotten out of a very toxic relationship, or a relationship where you just weren't meant to be with that person. Some of you might be in a marriage prior to meeting the person who you truly love, or you might just have been in a relationship where you guys weren't a fit for each other. You weren't meant to be with one another, and it could have been a really toxic situation. Some of you might not have realized how toxic it was until after the fact and after you meet your person. And so I'm just tapping into like the dialogue and the story and the narrative of your relationship and how it really comes to be. I'm hearing, guys, that this person, you're gonna meet this person really deliberately. So when you meet them, it's going to feel as if it's divine and it's meant to happen. And you're going to get that vibration and that energy just really off the first meeting. I'm seeing that you're not going to meet this person in a club setting. You're not going to meet this person in a hyper social, crazy energy environment. When you meet this person, it's going to be in a very peaceful, Zen moment. So I'm hearing some of you might actually meet your person when you are working on something, and somehow they are around and near the area and they offer you help on what you're working on. So this could be um, in a library setting. This could be in a classroom. This could be in a club. Somehow you're in the midst of working on something and they just somehow they help you with it. I'm really just getting informational. You're reading something, you're getting into something, or you're working on some type of plan, or just you're really getting into something. Like I'm just picking up on your energy, kind of like how college students are at Starbucks and they're just really deep into editing something or writing something. my friends, like, this is how you're going to meet your person, is you're going to be in the midst of doing something and they're going to be assisting you or working on something very similar, and that's how you guys are going to meet. So what's awesome about this relationship already off the jump is that you're going to meet them whilst you're in the midst of trying to get something done, but also in a very calm and kind environment, right? And I'm just hearing like the energy of meeting somebody in a club environment or a party environment is a lot different than meeting someone where you are so comfortable and you are so almost vulnerable, right? It's so different meeting someone in a library versus meeting them in at a party or something. And so that also points to how your relationship is going, is that it's going to remain steady, it's going to remain this person's basically going to be your peace. They really emit a very strong and peaceful energy. I'm hearing that after you guys initially meet, though, you might not become romantically linked until possibly, a few, dare I say, a few months after that. So you could meet this person and somehow be in contact with them because they know someone that you know, or you see them again based on whatever club or thing you're in, or class, and that's how you guys keep contact. But it's almost like they become a background character, right? And you don't really think anything of them, and then out of nowhere you guys kind of realize that, hey, we're similar. I'm hearing that the other person will be the one to give you an invite to a place, and this is months down the line, right, when you haven't seen each other in that way or thought of each other as romantic. But actually, guys, what I'm hearing is this person thought of you as very attractive upon meeting you right off the bat. I'm hearing that they might even have helped you or offered a helping hand because they thought you were attractive, because they thought you were interesting, but because they thought you were beautiful or handsome. But you yourself were more so into your studies or into whatever you were doing. And so it's almost like you didn't think they were unattractive, but you weren't really like, oh, that's the person, right? So I'm hearing after months and months of not really thinking of that person like that, but them thinking of you like that, they get the balls to really be like, hey, do you want to go out? Like, what do you think? Do you want to hang out at this coffee shop or this restaurant? It's going to involve, yeah, let me stop. It's not really going to involve like a restaurant, guys. I'm hearing that this person's going to go super casual on you. They really are going to make it super casual. So it could just like literally be a day outing and you eat something at a picnic, or it's just very simple, right? So the date, and I'm hearing that this person doesn't want it to be called a date in order to not almost scare you off, because they had fears that you would reject them upon them asking you something so formal and just unabashedly romantic. This person is not going to ask you on a date per se, but as friends they're going to be like, hey, do you want to go and hang out and we can go eat at whatever place. But guys, also pay attention. The place that they ask you to go to is not like major um it's not like a major retailer or a major fast food restaurant. This is not somewhere that would be a McDonald's or a Burger King or anything like that. This is like a specific place, um and special place that is connected to wherever it is you live at. Okay, so keep that in mind. That is where you guys will be having, a quick bite or getting your food from. And so that date, that excursion is going to be one that's super chill, and it could even be in a park. I mean, look at all this imagery of nature so prevalent in here. Nature, nature, nature. And you're just going to feel no type of tension or awkwardness with this person. Whereas I'm hearing a lot of you feel a little weird about going on dates. Like, you might feel insecure or think that, oh, like, are we vibing? Are we gelling? Like, there's a lot of pressure that is put on these dates. Does this person just want to have sex? Like, is there anything meaningful to this? Well, I'm hearing that with this person, you're going to feel so freaking calm and chill, like you were hanging with a bestie, but you kind of in the midst of being out with them in nature and hanging out and sitting on grass. And I'm hearing it's going to be a really gorgeous day when you go out with this person. So the sky's going to be shining, it's going to be really beautiful. And but this could, it doesn't even mean like solely in the summer, because I'm hearing you guys, it depends. Some of you will, go on this date or excursion with this person during the summer, but it could also be a really beautiful day in the fall time as well. So I'm hearing two different seasons for, it depends on who, which of you it is connected to. So I'm hearing during that, I'm seeing that this person's not going to get the balls to really say that they're into you, and you're not really going to recognize this even still as like some type of date, or that they're romantically into you. But I'm hearing that your friends are going to be like, "Yo, it's hella obvious, like homie's into you. There's no confusion. Like they really are into you. Come on, open your eyes." And you're still gonna be like, I don't know. And also, you're not gonna know your feelings on them, because I'm just hearing like they're so different from who your past person was prior to them. You could also be comparing your person and really questioning what your type is, in terms of like what you want to continue dating. And I'm hearing like this person physically and also emotionally, in relation to personality, isn't your normal type. But it's also a great thing for you. I'm hearing they're a little bit quieter than your normal type, or they're just like really, they're genuine and they're sweet, and they're awkward, but their awkwardness doesn't make anything awkward. And they're someone who basically you're gonna feel like they're a cub and you have to protect them, right? Because they're too pure for this world. But yeah, so I'm hearing on the next excursion or date or hangout, which is going to be with other people, mind you. This person is finally going to tell you or make it very obvious that they're into you. And you guys are really just going to move forward from there. I'm hearing that your love story with that person is going to, it's going to escalate pretty quickly, but not in a toxic way. I'm hearing that you guys are going to go at the speed that you need to, and this is also a relationship where you guys could get married fast. um, I'm hearing that like maybe they could propose that marriage or commitment. They're going to give you strong commitment, more commitment and attention and love that you've ever had from a person. But they're going to be patient with with it as well, because they know that love is patient and love is kind. So they're not going to, be too forceful, and you're going to fall in line with it as well, because you're going to really, really honestly discover what love is through this person. And I'm talking about not just like love. You're going to realize that your past relationships were really ones based around how someone looked, really ones based around status, really ones based around, infatuation. And this is real. This is so freaking real. I'm also hearing like their family's going to like you. And this person might introduce you to their family pretty quickly, and their dynamic is very healthy and loving, and they're going to really drink you in and be so supportive of you. I'm hearing you could have a really good relationship with the mother in particular, and getting along with the mother so well. I mean, the mother's going to feel like their son or daughter striked out with you, that you are like everything, you're everything and then some. And so yeah, so I'm just hearing commitment's gonna come very strongly. Like it's gonna happen, and it's gonna feel like to other people you guys are moving fast, but like within your beautiful bubble, it's not gonna feel like that at all. And I'm also seeing like this is a person who you'll be able to sit in a room together and be quiet, or you'll be able to sit in a room together and do your own hobbies and not be annoyed by one another. You both have similar interests, but also you're different. And I'm also hearing like having children is obviously on the list, and you guys are going to have children probably younger than what others would expect. um, and I'm just hearing probably one child. You're gonna have one child, and that is most likely going to be a girl. But I'm hearing like after a few years, you guys are gonna be that couple that has a child like way, like the age difference is just kind of out of whack. But yeah, it's gonna work for you guys, and that is your love story. That is really your love story, guys. We're gonna pick some characteristic cards, because why the hell not? Why the hell not? And yeah, so here's the bowl, and I'm just gonna swish it around. Swish, swish. All right. Oh, and I'd like to mention, guys, that you can get personal readings with extra astrology in the on the website, and it's in the description. So if you'd like that. Okay, so we have alert, which sounds off on the alarm bells that I was telling you guys about, where this person is attentive and gives you attention and is very alert to your desires, right? And your wishes. We have gray hair. Interesting. So that gray hair part, I'm really not picking up on this person being any older than you or you being any older than them. So I'm hearing that could just be experimental. That could just be maybe you guys want to be cool or add a gray streak to your hair or be adventurous with it. We have Indian. So I'm hearing that this really is connected to possibly, this could be the possible race of the person. They could be Indian, but I'm also hearing a very strong sense on food. So it really could mean or be connected even to that restaurant or that place I was telling you guys about that you would go on your first date with this person to an Indian restaurant. So we have poor hygiene. Okay, so guys, this, don't be scared off now. This could mean that this person might need your assistance. Um, Maybe, and you, and really, guys, I'm hearing it's not that this person's just like has terrible hygiene. They could just really possibly not know about certain things, and with you in their life you could just kind of fix them up a little bit, not change them obviously, but help them in their style or what they need in terms of, I don't know, caring for themselves. We have baby blue eyes, so that could point to your eye color, or that could point to even their eye color. I'm actually picking up on this person that they could have, you guys know people with almost, I'm leaning towards like their eyes are just multicolored, so they have a little bit of a tinge of hazel and blue, and it's just a beautiful mixture. I'm kind of getting that. We have a gorgeous smile, so this person could have a really nice and pronounced smile, and comical. I'm hearing that this person's sense of humor is definitely niche, but it's something that makes them interesting, and it ties into that awkward thing as well. And yeah, guys, that's what I'm picking up. Let's read this card for you. This says, and where does the power come from? It comes from within. Okay. So, guys, that could just mention or be a sign with that. I'm actually connecting that to you and your. I'm just hearing some of you might. I'm just hearing before this relationship, before you get to this, it's just a message that's coming through. Maybe some of you have dealt with really hardships or in your life with relationships, and you felt like you couldn't be strong and you couldn't be powerful and you didn't have the best self esteem because maybe that person pulled you down, but I'm hearing like you're going to be able to be that dragon and fearless with this person, and they're going to love and accept you in every single way possible. And that is all I have for you guys. Subscribe to the channel, my extra astrologists. Alrighty, let's move forward. Group 2. This is your love story, my friends. Let's get right into it. For personal readings, guys, also check out the description, the link in the description box. Y'all can get personal readings. Alrighty, so we have the Queen of Wands. We got the World. Frustration. Reunion, but that was in reverse. And I'll read this card to you guys when we get to the end of the reading, okay? And we have Ebb and Flow. All right, group 2. First and foremost, guys, I just wanted to acknowledge that I'm getting very interesting energy in response to this. I'm hearing that, I don't know if obviously I don't know if my view, what your guys' sexual orientation is, what you identify with in terms of that. but I'm just hearing a lot of almost same sex energy surrounding this, or being in a relationship with someone who you just never thought you would be in a relationship based on certain boundaries, right? Based on certain thought processes and who you think you would be with, right? So I'm hearing some of you might get into, now this isn't for all of you, and that doesn't necessarily have to point to sexual orientation or you being a woman and dating a woman. Even though I am getting that energy, I'm hearing that also could signify for you guys that maybe you're going to date someone, or your love story with this person who is your person, by the way, is going to be with someone who is nothing like you think you ever thought you would be with, right? They're totally freaking different than anything you would ever believe them to be. So I'm just wanting to point out very strongly as well that you and this person are going to have a, in the beginning of this relationship, things are going to be very intense. And you could really, I'm just being honest, fight like cats and dogs based on different communication styles and cultural differences. I'm just picking that up very strongly. In terms of where you guys first meet or how you get together, I'm sensing that this is who, okay, I'm getting strong energy. This meeting happens, or it has is going to happen whilst on vacation. Okay, I'm hearing some of you are just going to be in a different part of the world when you meet this person, or you can meet them online and they're from a different part of the world, or they're just culturally incredibly different, and maybe you meet them in school, in college, and that's how you guys get to know each other. But I'm really leaning towards some type of vacation that you take, and this is really to get away, and you're going to be really with other people. So this isn't like a loner type of vacation. You're with friends, and you meet this person kind of on a blip. I'm hearing they could possibly be working somewhere whilst you meet them. Like maybe they work for a hotel or they work for a certain agency, but somehow they're connected to wherever it is that you're staying at, and maybe they're a guide or something, and you guys come to know each other based on that. And it's very much so obvious that both of you are ragingly attracted to each other. Ragingly, the intensity is so ferocious. Okay, it's so intense. That energy, it's, I just kind of got a visual in my brain of two people just immediately seeing each other, and they're just like so enamored off the bat. And it's really, in at least in the beginning, guys, it's really about that sexual attraction, the sensuality, the rawness, the unabashedness, right? It's really about that. It's really hot and heavy, and it's almost like a telenovela, man. It's deep. It's deep from the jump. And both of you, it's not like one person's more into the other person, which is really interesting because in most dynamics, obviously, there's always one who's more interested than the other. But no, guys, I'm hearing that basically you guys are on the same level, but I'm also hearing maybe you could just be more um, affectionate outwardly or protective over your man's or missus, because you feel as if, oh my gosh, I've got a treasure just off the bat. I've got this treasure. I've got this person who's just like everything and then some, and I'm so afraid of losing them. Just this emotion really hits off the bat. I just also want to be honest that you guys could possibly end up sleeping with this person maybe 1 or 2 days after meeting them. I know some of you might be watching this and being like, "Way, I would never," but trust me, this is like that once in a lifetime kind of person and love, and so that's that's the just the what I'm picking up. And I'm also hearing that this person is someone who wants more in their life. Okay, they're really, really wanting more, but also their desires are quite simple. So it's almost like, and I don't know, I'm going to speak from this as an American. From what I've seen, I've noticed that a lot of people in America, we desire for things that are just so based in fame, acclaim, power, and we strive for all of these things, right? And we're materialistic, we're this, we're that. Um, and I just know that there's other people in other countries who, not to say they don't desire for that, but I know that there are other people who want something a lot simpler, and their lives are made a lot happier just based off getting things or attaining things that are a lot simpler. So and this is coming from someone who's also an African, um has African heritage. I'm a kind of a first generation um citizen. But so what I'm trying to get through is that this person, is definitely someone who their interests and their desires really are based in having a better education, or wanting to open a restaurant and really just make a business like that and keep it real cute and real simple. It's not about wanting to have glitz and glamour and be the next Angelina Jolie. It's not about that at all. It's not even about that. And so I'm hearing, by you being with them, guys, and you listening to them and talking to them, and being so, just taken by them, it's like you slow down, your anxiety slow down, your thought processes and your catastrophization in your brain really slows down, and this person gives you peace. This person gives you, a calming factor. This person is definitely the yin to your yang, and it's like you are this fierce being, right? You're, independent, you're strong, but this person is, the total opposite. um, but you need one another, right? You need one another. They need you in order to get the things that they want and desire to accomplish, and you need them to calm you the hell down. Right? So yeah. And you open up so many where they open up a lot of things to you. I'm hearing issues that you might have been ignorant on prior to being with them and meeting them, they freaking open up, right? So I'm hearing, like, after you guys, get to know each other and have this whirlwind kind of romance, obviously things come to an end because you can only be at that place with them for a certain amount of time. Or I'm also hearing, like, if you have met this person on a campus or you guys are in each other's, like, same vicinity, I'm hearing somehow they'll have to go back to their country or something like that. Like, there's a deadline involved, with when you guys first get together. So there's, an end to this, but also a continuation. Things don't become official until I'm hearing you make it official and you bring up your feelings and you tell them that that's what you want, right? And that happens, I'm hearing, like, the last night or day of you being in their presence. And as you leave, I'm hearing you have such an emotional reaction that even scares you because you've never really loved somebody in that way. Or, I mean, my bad. Like, you're going to feel those beginning stages of love, but you're not going to believe that you're feeling that because what? That sounds absolutely ridiculous. I just met this person. I've only known them for a few weeks. What? That's ridiculous. But guys, I'm not here to, I'm here to tell you the truth that that's real. That's real. Those are real feelings. As you return back to your normal life of, whatever it is you are doing, I'm seeing that somehow you guys do maintain contact and you will end up, oh, I'm sorry, you guys will end up being, together for a long time, okay? So I'm hearing that you will end up being together for a long time and you guys will end up having children, okay? My bad. Actually, I'm hearing that you guys might end up having one child. I'm not really hearing others, just one child, and this child is a girl. And yeah, you guys are gonna share a daughter together, but I'm just hearing that this relationship, is not going to be able to work due to you guys just being unable to find a way to accurately communicate with one another. And this person has, just certain viewpoints that maybe don't align with you, and they end up accidentally kind of trying to make you like other people in their culture, and it just ends up backfiring in the end. And so things will end, but they'll end probably, I'm seeing, after a few years of being together. And you don't look at it as a waste of time, because I'm hearing you'll have a really nice relationship after that. But to be fair, this person's really going to be one of your great loves of your life, okay? And so we're just going to go and check out this. Okay, this card says, let things come and go, stay calm, don't let anything disturb your peace, and carry on. See, I told y'all, we gotta. I didn't even know what that said, right? I was reading these cards, and that aligns with everything I just told you. And yeah, guys, that's all I got for you today, and I'm so happy that we're growing. Subscribe to the channel, support a small channel. We'll eventually get to 30,000 subscribers. I believe in it. We manifest, and that's it.